Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the State of the Channel video. This is March 2024. It's an auspicious day, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta tell you, many a year ago, your old pal Jason bought a Asus monitor with a glorious 720p graphics. Glorious, I say. And I always said, one of these days I'm going to get another one of these so I can have a pair. I can have a matching pair of monitors because that would be handy. You know, doing the things I do, it would be kind of nice, right? Well, that day never came because your old pal Jason, you know, there were other things that needed my attention more than this monitor situation. Well, today, recently, not too long ago, the monitor situation became such that I needed to deal with it. So, does this have anything to do with the channel? No, but I'm going to tell you a story anyway. So, I found a couple of decent monitors. I bought them. So, I have, for the first time ever, dual monitors, but they also match, which is wonderful. Because I tell you, the Asus was great. It was a great monitor. I had no problems with that monitor. But when I would record something on one and then play it back on the other or edit it or anything, it was hard to know what I was seeing. Like, which one's correct? They're both factory settings. You go through, is it temperature cooling? Do we need this one cool? Do we need this one warm? What about the gamma? What about the gamma? You would say. If you said that, that's what you would say. So I gotta be honest with you, it literally has been driving me nuts for like 2 weeks because I've been trying to record stuff and the colors don't look right, and like I record it and it looks kind of okay, and then I play it back and it looks just so washed out and horrible, and then I tweak this and I come back and I look at it again and now everything just looks super saturated, and I said, you know what? I cannot get these two things to jive. So, bought some monitors, and they're set up, and it's a little awkward, which is probably why you hear me like moving and shifting stuff around, because I think I need to drop them like 3 inches. 3's probably plenty. Anyway, what does this mean for you, the viewer at home? Nothing, really, at all. What does it mean for me? I won't be pulling my hair out thinking, I bought this editing software and it's screwing up my videos and I hate it and I'm never making videos ever again. I know a lot of you would be pretty okay with that, but I'm done. I'm so done. So I'm like, that's it. I've had it. I'm gonna go drop a couple $100, and that's all it took. These are, what are these? Sansui, not a sponsor. ES24X3A. Let's see. What's the box say? It's got an IPS screen. I don't know what that means. Full HD. That means every part of the screen, not just the middle third. It's got 100 hertz refresh rate. I didn't even know they made hertz that high. Oh, this one's super important. NTSC color gamut of 72%. 72. I don't know what the old ones were. Maybe 71. Maybe this is one better. Maybe it's 31 better. Who knows? And it's frameless, which is a lie. Because frame, I mean, it doesn't go right up to the edge. It's very close, but it's not frameless. I've seen other frameless monitors, and these ain't them, Senator. You're no dead Kennedy. Anyway, I'm hoping this is going to make the work aspect of this, and I use the term work loosely, not like our good friend Phil uses the term work in that, oh my god, my job is so hard doing my job. I play video games for a living, and oh my god, all of my life is hard. No one knows how hard my life is. Making 6 figures, living in a gated community, and playing video games all day, and being bad at it, and getting paid for it. Anyway, I'm not bitter. It's just ridiculous. So I'm hoping this will make it a little more fun to work. Graphically, they're so much nicer. So much nicer. And I don't specifically know if that's because the monitors themselves are better, you know, in terms of like the technology, or like I said, that Asus, I bought that. I've been in this house 10 years, 11 years. I had that, I think 2 or 3 years before I moved into this house. That monitor is a dinosaur in terms of flat screen monitors. Anyway, I'm looking forward to working with them because they look good. They look good. Speaking of work, how about that Final Fantasy Tactics? Going strong. Just when you think it was safe to tactics, it still is. Because we are going to be with good old Final Fantasy Tactics. Where are we? We're just about to March. We're going to be with Final Fantasy Tactics about another month, ladies and gentlemen. So coming up all month long, Tactics. Starting in April, after we wrap up Final Fantasy Tactics, I got a treat especial for you. That means a very nice thing, I think. In what do you call that? Hmong, I think, is the name of that language. Treat especial. Anyway, it's a Castlevania game. I'm not gonna tell you which one, but it's a Castlevania game. And then we got another Final Fantasy game, and we got a ish Metroid action adventure exploration RPG game. I'm not using the other term because I don't think it should exist. And then we got another Final Fantasy game that's gonna pretty much close out most of the year for us, I think. It's gonna be how that goes. I'm not gonna spoil too much if you've paid attention to what's been played versus what hasn't in terms of the Final Fantasy replays. I think you can pick up what I'm putting down. So unfortunately, or fortunately, if you're into that kind of thing, after Final Fantasy Tactics, we've got a couple of shorter-ish games, 3 or 4 short-ish games. Then we're going to have another long one, and then we're going to have another kind of short one, and then we're going to have another, I'd say, medium-length one. I had a PlayStation 2 game that needed replayed, ladies and gentlemen, and I had a PS2 that had a bad laser, so I bought a laser, and then the motor died, so I pulled a good motor out of another PS2, but it didn't want to work with the first PS2. The one I pulled the motor out of, not the one that got the new laser, the one that I pulled the new motor out of, was like my 4th PlayStation 2. Every one of them died. Every single one of them. So I got one for my birthday. I got a used PS2 for my birthday, and I was all excited. Like, sweet, I get to play some games. It wasn't a slim one. It was the big old fat style one. Never had one of those before. Got all excited. Didn't work. Dead. DOA. Didn't power on. Did nothing. Sent it back. Got a refund. Went to good old Lukey Games, where we should have gone in the first place. They had one for me. It's been great. I hooked it up. It's working fine. I'm excited to get into recording this other game. But I haven't started it yet because that's one that I want to do out in the Groove Machine Dome. We're coming around to another topic. Groove Machine Dome is, I know I haven't had a lot of videos lately. I've got them all on my computer. I just haven't edited them because, like I said, oh my God, I pulled my hair out because the color is all screwed up. Anyway, Groove Machine Dome, just the other day, I finished a wall. And when I say finished, I mean it's done. If you were watching that, the wall that the heater is on now had some drywall go up. It's been painted and then had a finish put on that. So it's like 100% done, ready to go. Went and picked up a really cheap TV to go put out there. Got a little corner that's going to be where the desk goes. Going to have a TV to monitor gameplay and just have crap going on in the background and still have, you know, room to edit and work and do all that other stuff. I think it's going to be good. I'm pretty pleased with it. I should probably get working on those videos tonight, but I've just been so busy doing other crap. But now I think I'm okay. Anyway, before I forget, which is, it's too late, we are looking at a game called Odalus, The Dark Call, or Odalus, The Dark Call. It's Dallus, so I don't think it's like Dallas or Salad, but it's pretty close. It's an interesting little game. The first couple stages started off pretty easy, but after that, like this last stage here in the video is kind of kicking my butt. It kind of has a, what do you call it? Battletoadsy kind of feel at times, but I like it. I hope you enjoy it. The little bit I've played, would absolutely recommend. Absolutely. I think it's pretty fun. And I don't think it's all that expensive. Let me go look real quick. Again, not a sponsor. $10. This is worth $10. Anyway, let's go look at some numbers, because that's what we like to do. Last I checked, which was, I don't know when, 282 subscribers. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate it. Islets, oddly enough, coming up as a top video. Hope you guys enjoy it. I like that game. I like that game a lot. I think it's fun. It's not quite as maddening as some other games of its ilk. I think it's a lot of fun. So I hope if you've watched it, you enjoyed it. I hope if you haven't watched it, maybe check it out and maybe you might enjoy it. It's worth a get too. If you're interested in it, go and get it. I can recommend that game 100%. Speaking of games, we just finished a Super Mario World stream the other day. That wasn't my finest hour, ain't gonna lie, but we got through it. It was pretty good. I think we all had a half decent time. We will be moving on from that to Blasto. Got a copy of Blasto sent to me some years ago by a friend of the channel, Scarlito. And now that we're kind of doing the stream thing a little more consistently, and I've got a better schedule set up and all that, I'm trying to get to some of these games that people have gifted me or sent me over the years or bought me copies of on digitally and all that. So I've forgotten you guys for a long time, and I'm really sorry. And I'm doing my best to get through them and keeping it kind of fresh at the same time. That's why we're doing the Let's Plays the way we're doing them. A replay, something different, replay, something different. Anyway, Scarlett sent me Blasto. It's a PlayStation third-person action game, from what I can gather, starring Phil Hartman as the voice of Blasto. So I think that'll be all right. After that, it's going to be viewer's choice again. So if you'd like to get in on that, when the time comes, I think Blasto, I checked once, it's probably 10-ish hours long. So we'll stick with it for about a month. But if you want to get in to get the viewer's choice thing in, either do the thing on Twitch, the what you call it, not the follow, the other one, subscribe, that's the word, or Electric Leftovers on Buy Me a Coffee. Either of those get you in. Speaking of Electric Leftovers, for the last month, 5 weeks, 6 weeks maybe, I've been doing video versions of the podcast that have track titles for the music we're playing and footage of the video games when we talk about the video. So if you're not familiar with the games, you can check them out while we're talking about them. To get those, you do have to be a Buy Me a Coffee member. It's $5 a month. If I could have made it $2, I would have, but I don't think they would let me make it $2 because I don't care. It's just I got asked so many times a while ago if I had like a Patreon or something that I used to, and I closed it, and I kind of got tired of it. So then this came up, and I liked their thing better. Anyway, doesn't matter. Electric Leftovers. It's happening still every Thursday. Get on it. It's great. Talked about Final Fantasy Tactics. Talked about subscribers. Thank you again. Super Mario World happened. Capcom Arcade Stadium is what we played on the stream after we finished up Mario. We didn't get through all of it. There's 2 of them, Capcom Arcade Stadium 1 and 2. We got, I think, about 75% through 1. I might do another video just to go through the other ones. I might save it for another stream. I don't know. But those were a lot of fun. Really glad I picked those up. God, do I got anything else for you? No, I don't think so. I mean, we haven't, there's like been stuff going on, but it's like the videos you guys are seeing are all the Final Fantasy Tactics stuff, because that game's very long. And you know, you guys seem to be enjoying it, right? It's up there with the islets in terms of viewership on the channel, which I think is cool. I hope you guys are not terribly offended by the way I play video games, and I mean, for the most part, you don't seem to be. Final Fantasy Tactics and Islets. We got some Obra Dinn. We did finish Obra Dinn. I don't know if we talked about that or not. Obra Dinn was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Let's just keep it at that. How about? Okay, perfect. Do I got anything else for you? I don't think so. I want to thank you guys again for watching, subscribing, commenting, and all that stuff. If you're new here, drop me a thing. Say hi. Introduce yourself. I would like to get to know you a little bit. I like seeing new people leaving comments, because that means new people are watching. But I like seeing regulars. We got a couple regulars who comment fairly often, and I appreciate you guys who do that, because I don't know, man. Just makes it feel like what I'm doing is acceptable. You know what I mean? I know it's not. I'm not like, oh my god, this guy's amazing, and I'm not, oh my god, this guy's garbage. If I was, I would hope you would tell me, because I don't know how to fix it if I don't know it's broken. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna edit those Groove Machine Dome videos. I'm gonna edit this one. Probably have a drink. Should probably eat some food. And probably drop these monitors, because they're not that much higher, but they're a little higher, and I feel like I'm like staring at the ceiling, and it's not the most comfortable thing. Thank you guys very much. I'm sorry I keep going sideways on this stuff, but you know, I'm trying to keep it all in my mind and keep it good, keep it accurate, I guess. What are those words? Anyway, thank you. Bye.